Today we are on lesson 4.7. It starts on page 217, and we're going to compare two numbers. How can you compare two numbers between 1 and 10? We've talked about this a little bit before, and I've used this as a tool, but this whole lesson is going to be concentrating on it. So we're going to look at these two numbers. We have the number 7 and the number 8. As we count forward, does 7 come before or after 8? Is it greater or less than 8? We're going to circle the words that describe it. So the number 7 says 7 is less than 8, or 7 is greater than 8. So when we count, which one comes first? When we count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the ones that come first are smaller because as we count, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. If I was giving you M&Ms for every number, if I count and give you 1 M&M, 2 M&Ms, 3 M&Ms, and I kept going, the longer I counted, the higher I got, the more M&Ms you would have. So you'd want me to keep counting more and more and more if you like M&Ms. So is 7 less than 8? Or 7 is less than 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to circle this top one because 7 comes first when we're counting. So now 8. 8 is less than 7. Is this true or is this true? We have to pick which one. 8 is greater than 7. When we count, which one comes first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is greater than 7. So circle this bottom group of words. It says 8 is greater than 7. And flip to the next page. We're going to look at the numbers. Think about counting order. And as you look at the numbers and compare, trace the circle around the greater number. So up here it gives us the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is definitely greater than 3. Now we have to go through this page and find all the ones that are greater. You can think about it in counting order, or you can try to picture a 10 frame too. So when we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is definitely greater. There's 2 digits there too. There's only one number here, and then we have a 1 and a 0. That's definitely a bigger number. Now, when we're counting 1, 2, 3, which one comes first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is greater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is greater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we also just know 10 is bigger than 8 because if we think of our 10 frame too, if that's full. Another way to do it is to start counting at 5. If you know both of these are that much bigger, you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get to those. You can skip right to 5. You know these are both bigger than 5, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty simple page. On this side, we're going to be doing the opposite. We need to find the numbers that are less. We're going to circle the ones that are less. So when we count, which one comes first? Which is a smaller number or has less in it? So quick do a model here for these top ones. This is not a lesson about using models, so I'm only going to do this for the first one to help you visualize this. But this is one of the ways we need to learn how to do it too, just by counting order. So if I have 2, 1, 2, and then this group is 4, to represent this number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one has less? We can see right away that this is a smaller group, right? 2. And when we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 is less than 4. When we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 3 came first, so 3 is less. You might see these and think, hey, what's neat about these? You might be thinking what I'm thinking. I'm thinking these are in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 comes first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 smaller, 7 is less. 7 came first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On this page, starting up here in the green turtle, John has a number of apples that is greater than 5 and less than 7. This is getting wordy, friends. You guys are getting into some big math. We're going to have to draw some pictures. So John has a number of apples that is greater than 5 but less than 7. So let's start here by drawing 5 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to help us if we put them in a row, just like in a 10 frame. So we know that John has more than 5 because it says that he has a number of apples greater than 5. But I can't just keep adding a bunch of apples because it also says he has a number less than 7. So what is a number that's greater than 5 but less than 7? Let's see here. I'm actually going to do a model for this one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it can't be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can't be 7 because they said less than 7. But it also can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it said greater than 5. What's that number in between 5 and 7? 5, 6, 7. So we're going to need 6 apples. So we're going to draw 6 here to show how many John has. Cody has a number of apples that is 2 less than 8. We know how to figure that out, right? 2 less than 8. So we're going to draw our 8 apples. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the 8 apples, but he doesn't have 8. It says Cody has a number of apples that's 2 less. 2 less. So we have to take away 2. So cross off 2 of those apples. And then how many does he have now? Let's see. We've got 5 in that first row and 6. So they gave us different instructions. Like here they said greater than 5, less than 7. Here they said 2 less than 8, and we came up with the same number, right? They both have 6 apples. Now down here, we're going to write 2 numbers between 1 and 10. And then we're just going to talk about them. So you can do a different number if you'd like, but it has to be between 1 and 10. So it can't be 12, it can't be 45, it can't be 1 trillion, but it can be 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. So I'm going to do 2 smiley faces, and I'm going to do 4 hearts. Looking at these 2, I know that 2 is less than 4 and 4 is greater than 2. Talk to somebody at home about what numbers you chose. And then flip to our last page. You're going to compare the 2 numbers. For numbers 1, 2, and 3 up here, pay close attention. Number 1, 2, and 3, you're going to look at the numbers, think about them, how they go in counting order, compare them, and circle the number that's greater. So circle the greater number. But down here for 4, 5, and 6, we are going to look at them, and they want you to circle the number that's less. So don't get confused there. They're being tricky. They're going to try to trick us. So which one's greater for the first 3? Which one's less for the second 3? And then on the back, for our lesson check, look at the numbers. You're just going to think about counting order, compare the numbers in your head, and circle the number that's greater. So which one's greater? For number 2, how many more counters would you place in this 10 frame to show a way to make 8? So how many more do you have to add to them? How many more do you have to draw? What ones do you have to fill up to make 8? And you're going to draw those. And then how many birds are there? Write the number. And then send me a picture of this side and this side, friends.